Today on Tikifire Book Reviews, Images of America, Weeki Wachee Springs by Maryann Pelland and Dan Pelland. Hello, Tikifire here, and welcome to another Tikifire book review. And this is a book I picked up a couple years ago. This is part of the Images of America series, which is a series of books that are more local focused, and a lot of times they're on attractions or on things like the 82 World's Fair, which I have a book about, or sometimes they're about towns. And this one is about Weeki Wachee Springs, the attraction on the Gulf Coast of Florida in the little town of Weeki Wachee. It's near Spring Hill, Florida, and it was an attraction started way back in, I believe, the 1930s by a former scuba diver, and it's famous for its mermaids and mermaid shows. And these are pretty cool books if you've never seen them. Usually they are black and white, but they do have a lot of neat things in the history of these places. That was 1940s. That was when it started. Okay. It says after the Second World War. That makes sense. And the place is famous because they ran these air hoses up into this clear spring, and the mermaids would go breathe out of the air hose and then go do underwater aquatic things, swimming around, synchronized swimming, that sort of thing. And then they have an underwater theater. That was the first one, pictures of it. As years pass, you get interesting things like feats like drinking out of a Coke bottle. It's always these young, beautiful girls they would have as mermaids, of course. I guess no one wants to see somebody big and flabby swimming around underwater. And eventually Elvis came to town to visit when he was filming Follow That Dream up in Yankeetown, just further up the coast there. Of course, I'm sure he wanted to see the beautiful mermaids, and they did him too. So they wanted to see him too. So they also had a river cruise, like a steamboat kind of. This just shows how the park changed over the years. And it was about to close up, and the state came in and rescued it a couple years ago, and now it's a state park. There they are at the Bicentennial. They had a bird show right before it became a state park. That was kind of neat, a little animal show. And last I heard, there, even as a state park, they're still having the mermaid shows. And they have a water park that's next to it. Lets you, part of it, you actually get to swim in the spring itself. Which I don't know if you've ever swum in a spring here in Florida, but it is cold. It is cold feeling. It's not really that cold if you measure the temperature, but it does feel cold on your skin when you're used to swimming in warmer water. So, anyhow, this is a very good book. If you've ever been to Weeki Wachee Springs, or you just want to know about the history of it, I would definitely advise getting it. They do run a little expensive, this Images of America series, but they're not too awful. This one, I believe, was 20 bucks when I got it. And they tend to run around what they're priced. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, check it out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it, and let me know why. Thanks.